What's up, Jamal? This is Aaron from ATL Sub-Ohm Crew, and today I'm going to be talking about the fucking long-awaited Plume Veil version 1. Fizzle. 1.5. That is a Plume Veil 1.5. Took a long-ass fucking time to get done, but it is finally here. Drip tip not included. This is the Aethertech drip tip that I got with my first Plume Veil, but it has some dope innovations that the first one doesn't have. And they didn't go crazy and like create something totally new, hence the version 1.5, not the Plume Veil 2.0. So it just has some minute, changes, but some pretty hefty changes. So here is the original Plume Veil and authentic, of course, and Delrin top, peak insulators, gold plating, shit like that. They ran into some problems with the first one with some plating issues, and they fixed all that. The plating looks phenomenal, and so let me tell you about some of the innovations that the Plume Veil 1.5 has. So, um, as you can see, they decided to go with a way, in my opinion, more tasteful logo. It just has the little tiny Aethertech sign on it, and then it says Plume Veil. And the cool thing about the engraving is if you look close up, it's hollow in between the letters, so it looks really good close up. Another thing that they did is the airflow is a lot bigger. If you can see that difference. It is. I know it doesn't look that much bigger, but I mean, I've been using the regular Plume Veil as my all-day vape for like the past couple months, and right away when I put the same exact build in here, which for me is an 8 wrap 24 gauge center post build, which I put on my Hexone V2. Um, and if I was rocking on a mechanical mod, I'd probably do like a 5 wrap 22 gauge center post build. But yeah, airflow way more wide open. Another thing they did was, first of all, the top fits way more snug into it. There's no play, like there's little tiny resistance when you push it in. There's hardly any play. It's super snug. Another thing they did is they added 5 holes on top. I usually don't even use my top cap for the airflow control or the adjustment of the chamber, which is also airflow control and controls the height of the chamber for density and whatnot. But I usually put a chuff on top of it. But I'm gonna test this thing out how it comes assembled, just to see how it goes. But yeah, it's got 5 holes on the top, which I believe contribute to the airflow as well. The machining looks better. The metal, in my opinion, looks thicker than the first one. It may just be me, but it almost looks like the brushed. I don't know. They look pretty similar, but for some reason, the 1.5 just seems a little bit heftier, in my opinion. I don't know. Another cool thing is on the original Plume Veil, they did not plate the positive terminals. So now, if you can see that, the positive terminals are plated on top. Another thing they did, I know I have my build in there, but and I don't do super in-depth detail, close-ups and shit. You guys can watch other reviewers for that. I just kind of give you my opinion on it. But the wells are, you see how the original Plume Veil over here has those little lines in there? The new one does not. It's just a way deeper well. Um, Probably like a couple millimeters deeper than the original one. And not only that, the plating looks a lot cleaner than the first one. And it also comes with you'll get it inside this little case, and then the screws are not assembled into the RDA. It comes with 6 screws, so 2 spares. So if you ever lose any, or if you do a build and drop it somewhere or whatever. So I think that was pretty cool that they actually included some spare screws. I've never had a problem with my O-rings breaking down or breaking on the original Plume Veil, and I think it's the way that they have it tucked into the base of the deck that they don't get a lot of wear on them. You know what I mean? There's really tight tolerances and everything fits really snug. Big innovation that I freaking love on this thing is the fucking 510 is way shorter. I mean, dude, that was my biggest issue with the original, man. I mean, look at that shit. Fucking, I used to put this on, fucking my 4.9, it would just auto fire. I would put it on I wouldn't even put it on my Hexome V1 because the shit was so fucking long that I was scared that if I drop my Hexome and the Addy hit, something, that it would just fuck up my 510 on my Hexome. So and or short out, I had a parallel wood box mods that this wouldn't go on because I didn't want to screw it down in there and have the pin touch the side, fucking short it. Just a lot of issues. Gap on my Manhattans, shitload of gap. Gap on a lot of stuff. So that 510, I know a lot of people took files to that, but I just didn't really want to fuck up my authentic Plume Veil. But I will tell you this. They are also now serialized. So they are serialized and have the branding on the bottom. The gold plating looks really good, but the cool thing is I throw this fucker on my Hexome and it just threads on perfectly. Um, I mean, the 510, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Quasar, but the 510, not the part that sticks out in the bottom, but the actual housing of the center pin, it almost reminds me of the Quasar, just kind of short, like 3 or 4 threads, and it's all good. But yeah, I'm vaping Sweet Tooth out of here. So let's go ahead and check out the vapor production, bruh. I know it's a white wall, but so as you can see, I'm getting great flavor out of it. I'm running it wide open because that's how I ran my first one, but I'm probably gonna restrict the airflow a little bit. I like a little bit of a restricted airflow. See, right there was fucking perfect for me. A warmer, denser vape, and I'm really digging it, man. Um, Another thing that they changed is the bevel is a little bit smaller on the top cap. It just looks a little bit square, not as rounded off. And overall, I'm really digging it, guys. I definitely fucking give it a high rating. I've seen them out for 119 bucks. I've seen them at some shops for 124. This particular one, I think I got like 119 shipped, so I didn't have to pay for the shipping on this. But yeah, guys, check it out. Plume Veil version 1.5 by Aethertech. I suggest you buy it. It's a dope Addy. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace. Asian out.